Hey guys, Coach P. We're going to talk about an old school myth and a new school reality. We're going to cut through the bullshit, and I'm going to give you the real skinny on how to put 5 pounds of muscle on without putting 30 pounds of fat with it right after this. Hey guys, welcome back, Coach P. Back in the day, everyone talked about I got to gain 30 pounds in the off season. I got to bulk up to get ready for next year's competition season. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be truthful with you. I was a victim of that also. 30, 40, 45 pounds of unnecessary weight gain to gain maybe 2 or 3 pounds of muscle for the following year. So you're having a great time. Every meal's like Thanksgiving, pounding the calories away day in and day out. To get that 30 or 40 pounds on of unnecessary bulk, only to diet it down and be disappointed that you didn't put on more muscle. Well, here's why you didn't put on more muscle. Because you weren't controlling the amount of protein and the amount of complex carbs and the right amount of fibrous carbs and the right amount of fats to assist your body in gaining that muscle. Whether you're using gear or you're not using gear, if you watch the amount of calories you take in and you use the formula you've heard me talk about in the past, 0.365 if you just want to maintain what you got, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or 1.1 per gram of body weight. Those numbers will give you an amount of calories based on the amount of protein you're taking in. So follow me with this. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. So if you're a 200-pound man, you multiply 200 grams of protein times 4. That's 800 calories just in protein. Now, if you're taking in 150 grams of complex carbs, and again, I'm using these numbers as examples, so it's going to apply differently to everyone that watches this video based on how much you weigh and what you want to do. So if you're taking in 150 grams of complex carbs a day, complex carbs have 4 calories. So what's 150 times 4? I'm horrible at math. So whatever that number is, those are your caloric numbers. So you have your protein calorie number, you have your complex carb calorie number. Now you got to go to your fibrous carbs, your vegetables. You could eat a lot of vegetables and take in a little bit of calories. So what do? You fill up on them veggies to fill the void if you're really hungry. But you got to take in good fats, sometimes up to 50 grams of good fats a day. Fats have 9 grams of calorie per gram of fat. So you need to factor in the amount of calories in fats, the amount of calories in fibrous vegetables, the amount of calories in complex carbs, and the amount of calories in the protein. That's going to give you your caloric intake for the day that you have to divide up into however many meals a day you're going to have. Those numbers are going to give you what's going to be good, solid muscle gains. And I'll support that even more. Because the food you're eating is going to be so good and so clean, you really can't get fat unless you overdo it on the amount of proteins. Because what your body doesn't burn, your body's going to store as a fat. Whether it's a good protein or a bad protein, or a good calorie or bad calorie, it doesn't matter. So let's say you want to go do that dirty bulk. We all did it. Like I told you, I was a victim of it myself a long, long time ago. And I learned. You start hitting every drive-through. You hit the left side of the menu twice, you hit the dollar menu 3 times, because shit, dollar? Yeah, give me 3 of those. You do that every day, day in and day out, eating excessive amounts of garbage food. You are going to get big. There's no doubt about it. You're going to get fat. What's more important? Saying that you weigh 250 pounds in the off season, or that you weigh 225 in your off season and your contest weight's about, let's say 200, 210. But at 225, you're big and solid, you're separated, you got abs. You ain't gonna have any freaking abs at 250, tell you that right now. I was a victim of it. Learn the science of bodybuilding. It's not just mastering it in here, because you've heard me talk about it in previous videos. You gotta master the technique of training, but you also gotta master the science of food and learn how to marry them two together so that you could always look the part of a bodybuilder. Always have the big full muscles, always have some abs. I didn't say shredded, but always have some visible signs of abs and some separation. So when it comes down to, hey, I'm 16 weeks out, you can pretty much coast in your diet by reducing your caloric intake, not having to starve yourself because you got 40 pounds of excess baggage that you should have never put on in the first place. I hope this makes sense to you. It's all about quality gains. Every meal's not Thanksgiving. Think before you eat, do the math. 4 calories per gram of protein, 4 calories per gram of complex carbohydrate, 9 calories per fat gram. Do the math, that's your caloric intake for the day. You guys have any questions, reach out to me. I got a book out on Amazon, Untold Secrets of Bodybuilding. It's 40 years of my knowledge in the field of bodybuilding combined into a 28-page book. I think you guys would get a good time reading it. It's a really good read, it's a funny read. And I'm a product rep for Gene Pro Protein, by far the best protein supplement I've used in my 40 years in this industry. Easily digestible, 30 grams of protein per scoop, carbohydrate-free, sugar-free, fat-free. It's a win-win situation. I'm a type 2 diabetic. Use Coach P in the discount box, you get yourself 15% off. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the gym. Have a great day and peace out.